It's that time of the month again where I give you a peek at what I eat in a day, and this time we're doing it at the beach. Now, obviously, I'm not at the beach right now. I am back home in my office filming the intro and the outro for this video, but the food I'm going to show you is from a day at the beach last week. And I like filming these what I eat in a day videos when I am away from home sometimes because I think it's nice to show you what things can look like when I'm outside of my routine. Now, before we get into the food, I do want to let you know, if you happen to be new here and this is the first time you're seeing my face, that I am a dietitian and I do one of these what I eat in a day videos every single month, plus the whole channel is about food and nutrition stuff. So if that's your thing, if you like that sort of thing, then make sure that you subscribe. Also, if you want to see more of my meals throughout the month, then make sure you are following me on Instagram if you're not doing that already, because I share more of what I'm eating there in my feed and in my stories. With that said, let's get to the food part of this thing. Now remember, this video is not here to tell you what to eat or how much to eat. It's just one day of eating for one person. We're all different and every single day is different, so just keep that in mind. Now let's get into the food and I will meet you back here at the end to talk about it. So starting things off with breakfast, I began my day with a meal that's pretty familiar to you if you've seen a few of these videos from me. I had a fresh peach with some Maple Hill Creamery grass-fed yogurt, always a delicious combination. And then with that, I had a cup of coffee with some maple syrup and some milk. And this was a great way to start the day because at the beach, I just tend to crave cool, fresh, watery foods, and this fit the bill. Then, if we move on to lunch, I came back from the ocean, got showered up, and I had one of my other favorite beach meals, which is a tomato sandwich. So I had some Ezekiel bread, hummus, Annie's Dijon mustard, which is my favorite mustard, some hot sauce, and then some sliced tomato. And this is a variety from my garden that is green when it's ripe, salt and pepper, and some goat cheese, which was a new addition for me, but was very, very tasty. And again, just a really fresh meal that was perfect after time in the sun. Then if we move on to snack, I had another food that I think of as a beachy food, which is Lucky Charms. So I had that with some milk, and I don't know why Lucky Charms feel beachy to me, but they just do, and this was also quite tasty. Then, if we move on to dinner, we had one of my favorite nights at the beach, which is seafood night. We always try to have one night where we just make a bunch of seafood. So you can see we have shrimp with a little cocktail sauce, scallops, mussels, salmon. There was also some tuna. We had some hush puppies, and then an onion and squash mixture. Really delicious meal and just a nice variety of a lot of different yummy things all together. And then I also had a LaCroix to drink with that, and this was a really, really nice meal and a great way to finish the day. So that's what I ate on that day, and I was really happy with the way that this day just happened to turn out because I felt like there were a few little lessons tucked in there. So the first one, if we're just talking about breakfast, is that what I'm eating when I'm traveling can be very similar to what I'm eating at home. I mean, yes, I do change things up, but that breakfast is something that is very common for me. And if you've watched a few of these what I eat in a day videos from me, then you've probably seen a breakfast like that before. Then if we move on to lunch, it really was a big surprise to me that all I needed was that tomato sandwich to feel full and satisfied that day, because I had a tomato sandwich for lunch almost every single day at the beach, because like I said, it just feels like beach food to me. It's exactly what I want. It's just crisp and refreshing. Plus, you know that tomatoes are at the top of my list of favorite foods. I mean, I have over 50 tomato plants in the garden, for goodness sakes. It's kind of my thing. But I'd had it almost every other day, and every other day I had needed more. I had ended up having some cantaloupe or some grapes or some more tomato slices, or some trail mix or whatever, in addition to that sandwich. But that day, that wasn't the case. My body was like, nope, I'm full, nothing else really sounds good or appealing right now, this is all we're gonna do. And I think that's a really great thing to remember, that, we can think about what our body typically needs, how much food is usually the right amount for us, but our body is still gonna know best. So if you are eating a meal and you get full sooner than you normally do, that's okay. Just, you can listen to that. And on the flip side, if you're eating a meal and it's normally the amount of food that would be perfect for you on a typical day, but that day you're still hungry and you feel like you need more, that's okay too, and you can listen to that. We don't have to try to overpower our body or tell our body that it's wrong or that it needs to be doing something different. It's totally fine to listen and just pay attention to what your body is saying and go with it. And let me know in the comments, what types of foods do you like to have when you're at the beach or just on vacation in general? And if you happen to be new here and you want more healthy eating tips and nutrition info and videos like this one, then make sure that you subscribe, because eating healthy and living a healthy lifestyle really doesn't have to be complicated, and I want to show you how to do it. And if you want to watch some more videos, I have a couple linked over here that you might like. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you next time.